Maynard Jackson quotes, "If you don't have affirmative action in place, what's the guaranteed level playing field? What is next? How do you keep the playing field leveled?" He was the first black mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, 2 terms. He also was a participant in civil rights, attorney, etc. Um, Very progressive. Changed the Atlanta police force as well. Very progressive. And he was a progressive minded person. I had to be, because if you're the first in anything, you obviously are chosen and you're not frozen. So you have to be much on your game. You have to be, due diligence. But if you don't have affirmative action in place, what's the guarantee that's going to level the playing field? That's a great question. And ironically, is that affirmative action doesn't even really necessarily take care of black folks first and foremost, but it was used as a ways. It got me thinking about what Kwame Ture, the former Stokely Carmichael, had said, which was so eloquently put. These laws were never designed to help black folks. They were done as kind of like window dressing, like you can put it on layaway, but we're gonna keep marking the price up, and you can't buy what's in the boutique, but you can get a duplicate. That's basically what it was. And Maynard Jackson brought up a good point, because if you don't have something in place, then how do you guarantee a playing field? Because you put something documented, but then you're trying to take something else away. So what does it mean? What's the totality? What's the end result? So I like that, he was very definitely making a strong statement. And he was somebody that I was very familiar with growing up, you know. Um, as a matter of fact, he kind of looked like some of my family members back, in the day. And but he was like one of those down home cats. And you know some people are just gonna say, "Oh, Democrat, this and that and other." No, you went to where you could make a difference or make a change if you were especially when you were dealing with. He cleaned up the Atlanta PD, so until that more black folks were hired. It's important that when you understand your role, your impact in the community, the things that you say is very important. It hits a certain way, and it has to be done a certain way, because if it's not going to be ethical. So, very potent, very powerful, and making a statement. And those sort of things are lost. Those are very much needed to be said and done. They need to be reflected upon, and the way they're trajectory, how they go. So, um, definitely applauded where he was, what he was about. And you know you long for that sense of memory, that sense of compassion, but also to make sure you get the job done. He was definitely making a point. And if we were living, I'd say that affirmative action was actually used as some kind of form of reparations, or form of 40 acres in the middle or something. Well, it hasn't even begun to do the half of what it's supposed to do. Barely a quarter of what they're supposed to do. You can't possibly do something in a limited time and then say that's all you get, and also on top of that, that's as best as you get. But if you don't have something in place that guarantees that you best qualify for something, then it goes back to all white places and places that won't look reflective. And we've gone through that already. And a lot of times when people don't stand on some code, they tend to repeat themselves. History has a way of repeating itself. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. And we'll catch you next time. Peace. I'm out one time. Peace.